What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Objective Media. No, it's been a while since we have I've done a video on here, but we're back. What Objective Media is essentially going to be it's unbiased news and objective facts, and that's what we're bringing to you guys each and every day because that's what's deserved. You know, you guys deserve that. You guys deserve to know what's going on in the world. You guys deserve to not be lied to, not be, just receive these objective facts. And today's story, actually, we're going to be looking at CNN and that Reddit user. But anyway, yeah, I took some time off for the 4th. I know I had just launched a channel. My original plan was to launch a channel after the 4th, but I launched it before the 4th just so I kind of introduced it. And then I went on vacation. Now I'm back, and we're doing this. So anyway, let's get on with the video. So CNN, let's just start from the beginning of this story because it's a huge, long story with a bunch of little tunnels and different pathways, this kind of the avenues this goes down. So we're going to start with the beginning of the story. Donald Trump on Saturday, or it was Saturday or Sunday, I think it was Saturday, tweeted a video of him tackling during WrestleMania somebody with a superimposed CNN logo on it. So he tweeted that video. He's tackling him. It's the most viewed video on Donald Trump's Twitter. It is blowing up. Now, the media and personalities on the internet have been all over this since he tweeted this. Critics of him doing this are saying that he's inciting violence, saying that, this is terrible. He's inciting violence. He's trying to stir up controversy. People on supporters of Trump and supporters of this tweet are saying that this is in no way inciting violence, that this is just him, saying it's a microcosm of what's going on with CNN and him and how he's attacking CNN for going after him unfairly, and that's all it is. And they're pointing out that the Kathy Griffin thing was called freedom of speech, but that was clearly inciting more violence than this. But critics are saying that, you're literally saying tackle people that work for CNN, that's inciting violence. So Andrew Kaczynski, who works for CNN, tracked down the Reddit user who made this, and it's Han Asshole Solo. That's the Twitter or the Reddit user's name who first proposed this. Now he uploaded it as a GIF or GIF, whatever you want to call it. Objective Media, so we have to say both names. I'm just kidding, but GIF or GIF, whatever. I say GIF because GIF, that's peanut butter. Okay, I'm not going to come on here and be like, well, GIF, and then you think I'm referring to peanut butter. Like, it's a GIF, okay? Objectively a GIF. So they find him. Now, he released, obviously, the GIF of the video, and it was turned into an actual video by somebody else, but they were able to, trace it back to this guy. Now, there's a ton of controversy going around this because, first of all, CNN releases article. So what they did was they found this guy. They found his identity. They sent him a letter saying that we want to speak to you. Now, CNN is saying that the user Han Asshole Solo, who is unidentified at this point, released an apology before the interview. But others are saying that he released an apology after he had the interview with CNN and they talked to CNN. This guy is essentially saying, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to make these offensive memes for the internet anymore. And people who do make these memes should watch out. And so CNN released this article. And people are saying this is a huge mistake by CNN. So he apologized. But CNN has kind of took it further, past that point in a lot of people's eyes. So in the article by CNN, they put in the article, they said CNN is not publishing Han A. Solo's name because he is a private citizen. Now, when you read that, you think that's good. But they went on from there. So they said CNN is not publishing Han A. Solo's name because he is a private citizen who has issued an extensive statement of apology showing his remorse by saying he has taken down all of his offending posts, and because he said he is not going to repeat this ugly behavior on social media again. In addition, he said in his statement, his statement could serve as an example to others not to do the same. And then under that, they say CNN reserves the right to publish his identity should any of that change. So they say this whole thing. A lot of people are saying CNN should have just left it at CNN is not publishing Han A. Solo's name because he is a private citizen. They didn't have to add in he issued an apology, he said this, and this, he said other people aren't going to do it, but, if any of that goes away, then we'll release his identity, is essentially what CNN's saying there. They're saying we didn't release him because he's a private citizen. He gave this apology. He said he wasn't going to repeat this ugly behavior. But if anything changes, we can release his identity. So essentially, they're threatening to dox the kid, the person, the woman. I don't know who it is. They haven't released the identity, but they're threatening to dox him if any of that changes. Now, that may not be the intention, but that's definitely how it sounds. Now, I'm looking at this from an objective standpoint. Objectively, that's what it sounds like here, right? Where, when you say CNN reserves the right to publish his identity should any of that change, number one, that sounds like a threat. And number two, it sounds like you plan on doing that you blackmailed the kid to get him to not release his info, which is just terrible. So they're receiving a lot of controversy for that, especially since we have freedom of speech and freedom of expression in this country. That kid had every right to do that with anonymity. If other people want to find his identity and things like that, that's their prerogative. But CNN shouldn't be threatening to release the information with their massive platform because that's just not right. So CNN's under a lot of controversy for that. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think CNN did the right thing, or do you think that CNN is in the wrong here and they've kind of pushed over and it's just a domino effect for a downfall of CNN from here on out? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye-bye.